Hi, this is Real World Audio, this is János, and I'm going to share about records and why records are so different. When you collect records, that requires such a different mindset compared to collecting CDs or streaming. Because when you collect CDs, digital format, if you listen to a CD at a friend's place, you get another CD, it sounds pretty much the same, exactly the same, unless it's a burnt copy or something. But when you have the same format in digital, it will play exactly the same. There's no worry about that. That's not how vinyl is. When you are getting LPs, if you have a recommendation from one of your buddies that, ooh, this is the real deal, it sounds really good, then you go and find another copy of it and you put it on, and it's rubbish. There's a tremendous variation between individual records, and it's a lot more variable than digital. Plus, you also have to account that today we are in an era where things are so much more standardized, so much more closer, I would say. When people record, there's a more of a consistency than at the time, especially in the mono era when these were recorded. So for example, this record compared to this is recorded about 20 dB or more, or even quieter than 20 dB. I had to like halfway turn up the volume control for this compared to that to have the same listening level. So that's one thing that you just need to look out for, that you will see a lot of variability and sometimes unexpected variability. And I think in this case that extra 20 dB, that it's so quiet, it's unusual, but it can happen, and it usually happens when especially for RCAs, when it's the end of the run, when you have like a really late lacquer and there's not much signal left, and they're just taking it quieter and quieter so that you do not hear the noisiness of the tape, and do not have hear the issues of that late lacquer so much. So basically that's it. However, in this case, this is the 11th lacquer, so that's like relatively early in the pressing, and it's still like there's barely anything left. It really sounds like a 40th lacquer. That's like a really late pressing. That's quite depressing, right? But it can happen. And yeah, so I started listening today with this record, and it was very disappointing. It was not worth. So I'm saying goodbye to this, and I'm not even wasting any more time on that. And the other one, on the other hand, is a total flip over. I mean, compared to the other one, it's Stravinsky. Actually, the other one was Tchaikovsky and Stravinsky. So, and that was an RCA living stereo, and this is actually not living stereo. It's RCA Victor Red Seal LM before stereo, so not living stereo. And this is MLP, Mercury Living Presence, and it's the Olympian series. When you read this Olympian logo, that means that it's mono, and it's MG50058. That's the catalog number. And this, on the other hand, was very different from the Tchaikovsky. And first of all, both of these are second, third, fourth, fifth, I don't know how many hand records. I got them used. The covers are already pretty beat up, and also listening to this Petrushka, it has a lot of surface noise because it's just dirty, and records, if not treated properly, accumulate a lot of dust over the ages, especially if you leave them uncovered. So when you listen to a record, take it out from the cover, put it on, listen to it, and as soon as the music stops, put it back in the cover. Otherwise it will attract dust, and that will be the cause of pops and clicks. So I will continue from here.